How do you manage your nighttime routine when you feel that going to sleep might not afford you enough free time at home? I think of this all the damn time. I up around 4:30 to work out, eat 10 to dogs and off to work. I go at 7 a.m. to work 8:05ish and get home anywhere from 6-7 p.m. 10 to dogs, cook, eat if I have my child, help with homework, bonding time. By the time I'm showered and done it's 9:30 or later and I'm like, Vail, so much for studying for real estate license. Every weekday I have about 30 minutes to wind down and get some rest. In those 30 minutes I always think to myself that life has to be better than this. Then I rinse and repeat Monday, Friday. So this is a legit thing: sleep sabotaging, or sometimes revenge bedtime procrastination, where you procrastinate sleeping because you want that time for other more pleasurable stuff. Emo, you gotta take another look at how you're spending your waking hours and make some different choices. I get that we can't all control our work or caregiving responsibilities, but outside of that, I strongly believe we can all make short and long-term changes that gives us more life balance. I try to make my bedtime routine about me time, make sure I have an hour at least to watch some mindless show, then I'll go and do my skincare routine and pamper myself to get ready for bed, and I'll make sure I have enough time to sit in bed and browse my phone or read for another 30 minutes to an hour. Might not work if you have kids or but try to work your me time into your nighttime routine so you don't feel like you're just waking up and working and repeating. When you're making the pie chart of things you do in the day, you can fit more stuff in if they overlap. So do stuff while you do stuff. Fold clothes while you watch TV. Cook, clean while you listen to podcasts, music, audio books. Do a hands-free call to talk to a friend, family member during your commute. And so on. Think of ways you can combine tasks, or make them more efficient and or enjoyable. Don't skimp on sleep. If you feel you need more free time, you will have to give something up. Don't sacrifice sleep whatever you do. I've seen very bad results from this. Find out what is taking up all of your time. Schedule little breaks throughout the day. Start your routine early enough, at least a half hour. A 5 or 10 minute routine isn't enough to get you sleepy. My solution resembles a hybrid of reading a book and spending time on screens. Play an audiobook or listen to a podcast. Something like that, which you can hear but not see. In this manner, you can avoid being completely bored and simultaneously rest your eyes and perform all of the routine bodily tasks you perform when attempting to fall asleep. I don't manage 4 kids, 2 still in diapers. I already lack for quality and quantity of sleep. It's a balancing act to have a moment for myself at 12:30 a.m. and being able to physically wake up to make it to work the next morning. It seems like it will always be this give and take between physical health and mental health. I think what helps me is I don't think of sleep as robbing me of time to do things, but more of something I like doing. It's not a fight with myself to go to bed because it's something I enjoy. I figure most people who like naps fall into this category of person. I stopped trying to manage the misery of a traditional job and self-employed. I make my own hours, earn on my own merit, and took control of my life. I didn't want a job dictating every hour of my day, even when at home. When you're at work, your job is clear. When you're lying in bed at night, your job is to sleep. That's how I get past the worrying that I should be doing something else more productive, etc. Oh, I've just been prioritizing sleep as part of my self-care routine. I do feel guilty at times for not getting other things done. However, I feel if my body is tired, it's for a reason. Hard. A few weeks of insomnia will cure you of the idea that anything you may want to do in your free time is even remotely as important as sleep. That shit is a living hell. Prioritize the sleep. Almost every night, I think about how life shouldn't just be about work, eating, and sleeping. Going to bed early just means waking up for work sooner. I want more from life, you know? I stay up as late as possible so I can enjoy certain activities like watching my favorite shows or playing my favorite video games. There's gotta be more to life than this. On my one day off I'll sleep for however damn long I want, and then the other day off I'll get up at a certain time so as to have more time to do shit. As you get older, staying up later has worse consequences. Eventually it's just not worth it to stay up if the next day I have a pounding headache. I just sleep at 3 a.m. like an idiot. The earliest I have to get up though is like 8:10, so it's not the worst, and that's only 2x per week. I've always sacrificed sleep for pastime activities. So my yearly average sleep is 6 hours 14 minutes. I wear a watch that monitors this. I mismanage the routine and sleep not enough, which is bad in short term, but on the other hand even worse long term. I always make time for 8 hours of sleep. I would rather be well rested than get in a few more hours of gaming. In that situation I don't manage my sleep. I manage my free time at home so that I get enough sleep. Me? Nighttime routine? Ain't nobody got time for that. Just crash on the couch and call it a day. Apart from saying goodnight to my dog and putting him in his crate, bedtime is my favorite time. Sleep is super important for your physical health and mental health. Always make time for sleep. Sleep is one of my favorite things to do, so I'll choose sleep it as free time for my mind. I don't manage it. I am in a state of chronic sleep deprivation.